In this video, I'm going to reveal all the secrets I've developed and use every single day in my life in order to make multi-six figures at only 17 years old. And no, I'm not going to sell you on some BS manifestation course YouTube gurus sell you on. My name is Manny Asadi and this is my business partner, Oscar Sick.
Wrong Oscar, dude, but together we've successfully built a multi-six-figure business while still in high school.
What we've done is spent the last 3 years figuring out what skills to develop and the necessary steps to get to our position.
We did all this so that you don't have to.
Here are 5 unique skills you can start building today.
So that you can start building the life of your dreams like we are.
Keep watching because
We've left the most valuable skill for the end. So the first most important skill that we want to talk about is constant learning on steroids. The skill of actually learning continuously.
Now, here's some places you can actually, get these skills from. One of the examples is books, and Oscar's going to talk about that a little bit.
So there's some books, like Manny said. As you learn and as you progress outside, you're going to need to touch up on some books that'll teach you about psychology and the ways that humans work and converse. $100 million offers, $100 million leads, and these are just books on basic business skills to help you get up and started. Another place is mentorship.
Now, with mentorships, it can either be, from watching videos, even books can be your mentors. Or it can also be literally you going out and finding people who are successful and, getting information from them and learning and educating yourself.
talk about is divine communication.
What does this mean? This means things like understanding people, learning how to read them, and understand their needs without them saying it.
And really just practicing every single day, talking to people and getting better at speaking, right? Literally, you can do this with your friends, you can do this with your family, and you just want to express yourself in a better way and really understand where people are coming from.
Exactly, and you'll always be getting better at this as long as you just keep putting yourself in these situations where you get to practice, because it's just like going to the gym, lifting, but with communication.
It's like lifting for your mind and your mouth.
Exactly.
So just keep practicing it, and the more you'll do it, the better you get at it.
So the next skill that we have to develop is finding your people.
And essentially what that means is finding the right people for you. And this all comes through what we just mentioned, and that's communication. So you need to have good enough communication so you're able to identify the right people. And identifying the right people is actually a skill. Why is it a skill, Oscar?
It's a skill because it's a superpower in getting every other skill. So imagine it's a portal to get to know someone who's really good at, for example, speaking like Manny, and I'm really good at advertising. So if we become friends with each other, we get better at the thing that we want to get better at because of the person that we know.
Right. And so I'll give you an example. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to be good at finding the right people for your business. For example, finding a business partner or finding the right employees that you're going to work with. So those are all important things that you need to keep in mind. And this is a very important skill that you should definitely focus on developing. Now, the fourth most important skill is taking consistent action.
Why is this important?
It's important because you cannot expect to get anything without putting in the work and actually doing the stuff that you're learning. So from the start of the video, we talked about knowledge and learning and communicating. If you don't put any of this stuff into action, let's say for your business or whatever your goal in life is, then you will never actually get an output.
That's right, and you should focus on maximizing your inputs, because if you're just half-assing something, you're never gonna actually get to know whether that something was worth it because you never tried to. So you'd rather wanna put in all your effort and full-ass it so you know, okay, either this is right for me or I just should take a different path.
Now, one bonus thing with this one is you need to figure out why you're doing something, okay? So before you get into it, figure out why you're doing it so you actually have motivation to even get up and do it more every single day. You'll become more consistent with it.
A good example is have something that you love more than yourself. For example, Manny and I, more than ourselves, love the game. We love the game of playing the business game and just improving ourselves like we're GTA characters, just as an example. He also really wants to retire his dad and secure a financial freedom for his family.
So that's why I strive and I take action every single day. So find your bigger purpose and make sure that you take action on that. All right, so now we've arrived at the last skill, which is the one we left for last, and it's probably one of the most important ones. Oscar, what is it?
It's called thinking for yourself. Why is this important? It's important because all our lives we're told what to think, we're told what is considered success, and we're told what is good and bad. Why is this a problem? This is a problem because you don't get to think for yourself. If you're constantly being told and someone's whispering into your ear what you should consider an opinion on something, you don't get to figure out what it is that you actually want. So, what should you do? Minimize how much exposure you have to the media, social media, and just frankly toxic groups in your life, because these are people that are gonna be feeding you stuff that you don't want in your head.
Now, what I want you to do, even after watching this video and taking these tips from us with the skills that we've used to get here, I still want you to take this with a grain of salt. You don't necessarily need to listen to everything we've said, but maybe take a part of it that you think is useful and applies most to you. If you're an entrepreneur, a lot of this stuff does apply to you. But the thing is, I want you to think for yourself and take it from your own perspective.
And that's really hard because there's a lot of 30 to 40-year-olds that psychologically don't think for themselves until they reach like 40s, late 40s.
So don't be that person.
You still have time.
And yeah, start learning and start developing these skills now. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that type of content, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll be posting more stuff like this. If you have any questions, post it in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay hard!